A look at heartbreaking deaths that shattered fans' hearts in anime, coupled with why the event will forever be etched on otakus. Anime has always delved deeply into storytelling by creating characters that build strong emotional connections with viewers. This is mainly done by the characters' backstories or the anime's plot. It is more than mere goofy or sparkly fictional characters, it is a world that makes the impossible possible. Anime has characters and worlds that seem far-fetched and eccentric, but it is perfect for otakus. With the intriguing themes, fantasy worlds, romance, comedy and action portrayed in anime, the characters are the heart of it all. In most cases, there is usually a character to resonate with and connect to, so when this character dies, it leaves a void. Unlike real-life actors and actresses who can be seen again in another show or movie, the anime character is gone forever. The concept of death in anime depicts it as not all sunshine and rainbows in the fictional world. Attack on Titan is an anime filled with unexpected twists, full-blown action and many gory deaths. A riveting tale of war and freedom, with memorable songs and characters that are either eaten or decapitated by titans. One of the many characters in the series who lost their lives in the fight for freedom is SASHA BLOUSE. Her death is more tragic because of the events surrounding it. SASHA is a soldier with impeccable combat skills in battle. More than that, she is kind-hearted and compassionate. The compassion that led to her death at the hands of the very human she spared during battle. Her death is a massive blow because it happens after the battle has ended, and she is rejoicing with her comrades. The timing is unexpected and tragic. Naruto is a shonen series that tells the emotional and dark tale of the tumultuous world of the shinobi. It has to be one of the greatest anime with compelling characters and death with significant emotional impact. OBITO is the mastermind behind the great crisis that led to Naruto's fourth great ninja war. He plans to make a peaceful shinobi world by casting everyone in the infinite Tsukuyomi with the help of Madara Uchiha. OBITO is an antagonist to sympathize with due to his rocky path to becoming a villain. Once a great friend and admirer of Kakashi, however, a situation that led to Rin's death made him choose a different path. Once a great friend and admirer of Kakashi, however, a situation that led to Rin's death made him choose a different path. His backstory and road to redemption make his death arouse a feeling of sympathy and sadness. The death of the Flame Hashira has to be the most tear-jerking moment in Demon Slayer. Even though the job of a Demon Slayer is a thin line between life and death, fans still hope their favorite characters will come out unscathed. However, Rengoku meets his end in Mugen Train, a fine end to a great warrior. While he tries to take the final death blow on Akaza, an upper-ranked demon, he meets his death, and his murderer takes to his heel. It isn't just his death alone that is depressing, but the fact that the doer was not put to justice at his hand. His final moments and a little insight into his strained relationship with his father undoubtedly make his demise more tragic. Itachi was the most controversial character in Naruto. Even though he is seen as a cold murderer, his love for his brother, Sasuke, transcends all. While he committed genocide, his actions were still for the greater good of Konoha village. Throughout Naruto, the battle between the brothers is long sought after, and when it finally happens, and Itachi meets his end, it scarred viewers. Through it all, Itachi is a broken man who would do anything for his beloved brother and a peaceful shinobi world. The Lion Sin of Pride, ESCANOR, was one of the most powerful figures in 7 Deadly Sins. Known to be a proud man who would never run from battle, he died saving his friends. ESCANOR converted his life force into power to keep him more vital in combat. However, after the deadly sins defeat their enemy, ESCANOR fades into dust, with Merlin giving him his last kiss. Even though he appeared in the second season of the anime series, looking frail and wimpy, he turned out to be the most fascinating and powerful character in the show. The story of Light Yagami is that of someone who played with fire and got burnt by it. He was a crazy person who hoped to rid the world of vermin but became one in his battle to outsmart L. His dark fate at the end makes one feel sorry for him and those affected by his actions. His pain and desperation to find a light at the end of the dark tunnel he made for himself makes fans wonder how the genius would have turned out if he had never picked the book. Even though his death was expected, his cry for Misa and Takada as he tries to flee his fate shows he realized his wrongdoings, albeit too late. The most depressing part about Grave of the Fireflies is that it is inspired by true events. In this melancholic anime, there are no fantasy worlds or creatures, just the harsh reality of the destruction caused by war. The anime tells the tragic story of SETSUKO and her brother, Seda, who experienced the devastating effect of war after an American firebombing separated the two kids from their parents. They struggled to stay alive by stealing food, but in the long run, Seda couldn't save her starving and malnourished sister with the bit of food he could salvage. Poor SETSUKO died at the hands of her brother with a chunk of watermelon in her hand. PORTGAS D. Ace is the son of the famous Gold Roger, who ushered in a new era of pirates. With his mere existence seen as a sin, the Navy deems it fit to give him a public execution like his father. A whole army of pirates went to battle to save one of Whitebeard's sons, only to finally meet his death trying to save his brother, Monkey D. Luffy. It was a shocking turn of events, for fans hoped stylish-looking Ace still had more roles to play and perhaps would be one of the few people that would unearth the mystery behind the D name in the anime. It was a shocking turn of events, for fans hoped stylish-looking Ace still had more roles to play and perhaps would be one of the few people that would unearth the mystery behind the D name in the anime. No fan of One Piece will go through Marineford without clinging to the hope that Fire Fist Ace will live through the turmoil. Any otaku who goes through Maes Hughes' death without shedding a tear or two probably has a heart of stone or has seen Grave of the Fireflies too many times. It is more devastating when a character with so much effect and bond with fans dies brutally. Maes Hughes was a devoted soldier and father, but even the kindest of hearts sometimes met a terrible fate. In his last moment, he could only whisper sweet words about her daughter, especially how much he loved her. While the scene of Hughes' death was devastating to watch, the real heartbreaker was at his funeral when his daughter asked her mom, what are they putting down? This is probably the exact moment that will make us cry uncontrollably. If there is one wish Naruto fans could ask Masashi Kishimoto, bringing back Jiraiya, even as a reincarnation during the Fourth Great Ninja War, would be one of it. Many great shinobis were reincarnated with the Edo Tensei during the war, but there was no sight of the pervy sage. This was probably because he died a brutal and lonely death with the sea as his graveyard. Jiraiya was a father figure, mentor to Naruto, and a character most likely a friend to all viewers. The mere figure of Naruto conjures up the image of Jiraiya and, sadly, his death. He met his end at the hand of one of his students, Pain, and in his last moments, he etched a code that saved Konoha village.